Hello and welcome to this week's Mindset Boost. I'm a clinical psychologist, so we're going to use this time always to just reflect on our week through the lens of psychology. It's also an opportunity then to get wisdom and tools for the rest of your week. We'll always start with a grounding exercise, so let's do that right away. When we start, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to breathe in, breathe out, and then you can just follow along. So make sure that you're sitting comfortably. And then just close the eyes. Next, you can take a nice deep breath in. And then just let it go. Let's do another deep breath in, really filling up the lungs. And then just let it go. I want you to just become aware of your eyes. See if you can allow the eyelids to drop heavy on the eyes. Then move down to the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to feel heavy and relaxed. And then you can just focus on the stomach. And just become aware of the rise and fall of the stomach as you breathe in and out. See if you can gradually allow the stomach muscles to relax so that there's more space to really breathe deep into the diaphragm. Find that you're struggling to focus. You can focus on the words in your mind, soft as you breathe in and belly as you breathe out. Just move your attention back to the shoulders. Just allow any last tension to really just release from the shoulders. Focusing on the eyes again. See if you can allow the eyes to be still and heavy. I'm going to take one last deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out. And then you can slowly open your eyes again. Okay, so this week I want us to look at our week really in terms of seasons. You know, it will be the beginning of winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, or the beginning of summer if you're in the northern hemisphere. But also we've reached the midpoint of the year. And I don't know about you, but with so many things going on in our lives, I think we all have gone through big things so far. It's difficult to really stay focused on the things that were maybe really important to you for this year. We can lose touch with our bigger goals or visions that we maybe had for this year. We tend to then just focus on what's right in front of us and just get through whatever we need to get through. There can be a lot of pressure on us, pressure that we put on ourselves or from outside expectations. And what happens is that we become quite scattered, overwhelmed, quite distracted even. So how do we then really connect with our own wisdom, our own intuition to make decisions? But we do have that wisdom inside of us. Jung, the famous psychoanalyst Carl Jung, he called it the collective unconscious that we all have access to. It's a deep wisdom that's in all of us. Can be that based on your beliefs, you will see it as a higher power or God that gives us wisdom and direction. But I really wanted us today to pause and get back to that inner wisdom so that we can, even though things are going and happening fast, we can take time and really get wisdom and direction, not just for this week, but even maybe for the weeks to come. Maybe before we start just practicing that together, I want you just to reflect a bit on where in your life right now do you feel you have lost touch? Where do you feel that you've maybe just become reactive or quite just habitually just in a rut? Maybe you need a new perspective, some guidance, new direction even. I think many of us have also had to face the reality that things didn't work out the way that we thought they would. And that can feel like a huge rock bottom and disappointment. But even for a situation like that, if we can accept that we need to do things a different way, then new wisdom can come. So this exercise is called the Wise Guide Meditation. I learned it from the Center of Mind-Body Medicine when I was studying that a few years ago. And it is a meditation that helps you connect with your wise guide. Like I said, your wise guide can come in any form. It doesn't even have to be a specific form. It can just be a knowing. It can be your intuition. Sometimes it can be a tree or an animal or a person. But what this exercise allows us to do is to become very quiet so that the subconscious mind is more available to us. And then we can start to ask any questions that we need answers for in that really meditative, relaxed state. So remember that maybe, especially if this is your first time, maybe that you won't get clear guidance or clear images. So it's just a first introduction. And if you have the commitment that you would like to continue to build this relationship with your inner wisdom or with your wise guide, that as you continue to practice, you will get more and more guidance as you go along. So how this exercise works is that I will first guide you to a place where you can feel very comfortable and really at ease. And then from there, you will be ready to meet your wise guide. And then you can ask away. You can ask any questions. Also remember that this wise guide is here to serve you. Okay, it wants the best for you. It has all the time for you. It is patient. So be direct, keep on asking. You can demand really whatever it is that you need guidance for today. And then afterwards can be useful just to write down anything that you need to remember. And as I said, from there, the intention is also to continue to practice this by yourself. So you can just close your eyes and then we're going to practice this together. Maybe just start by becoming aware of the breath, focusing by the nose and the mouth. And I want you to imagine that you leave the current room and building that you find yourself, so that you're really taking yourself out of your current environment and you're finding yourself walking along a beautiful road. This can be a lovely country road, or maybe it's a path in a forest. It can be that you're walking on the beach somewhere. Wherever you would like to walk right now, just envision that. And I want you to become aware of your body as you are walking on this road. Notice the rhythm of your steps and your arms. And then just take in the environment around you. What is it about this place where you're walking that you really love? Maybe there's a beautiful view, can be the sounds. What do you maybe smell? Is it the ocean or the forest? And as you're walking, you're really walking away from any current pressures that you are facing. And then you arrive at a beautiful place where you can rest. This is a private, quiet place where you feel very comfortable and safe. Make sure that you can sit down to rest here. You can add whatever you need to really feel comfortable. Maybe it's soft pillows or just a very comfy chair. Maybe you want to add your favorite drink. And again, just observe how it feels to be so comfortable and at ease. Now you are ready to meet your wise guide. So just allow this wise guide to appear to you. You greet your wise guide. Your wise guide reassures you that they are here for you and that they want to listen to you. And you can share now with the wise guide whatever details you want them to know about your current situation. And then you can ask whatever it is that you need your wise guide's help with now about this situation. Maybe it is that you need specific solution, specific steps that you need to take. Maybe you just need reassurance or comfort. You can also ask a very specific question. Just take in how the wise guide is responding. Remember that you can ask follow-up questions. You can ask for more clarity. Maybe you're now thinking about a different question, so you can ask that as well. It can be that your wise guide has other wisdom that it wants to share with you, something that you maybe didn't consider. So just create space for that as well. If that's not clear, ask again or ask for clarity. You can allow this conversation to unfold as far as you want it to, as also as with how much comfort you also feel about this exercise. If at any time you don't feel comfortable, you're also allowed to end the conversation. Maybe that it also just comes to an end quite naturally for now. In that case, you can imagine how you and your wise guide just say goodbye to each other. And your wise guide reassures you that they are there for you whenever you need them. And you also just communicate your commitment to connecting with your intuition, with your inner wisdom. And then your wise guide leaves. And you're still in this comfortable place. Just take some time just to reflect on what just happened between you and the wise guide. What was the message? If you think about this interaction, what was the main core message that came through to you? And then you can just imagine that you're getting up and you're walking along the same road that you started off on. Just imagine that you can now go back into the reality of your life, but with a new perspective, maybe with a new sense of security or direction. And then just come back to the room that you are sitting in. Just become aware of your body. And then just take a nice deep breath in. And just out. And then you can open your eyes. Okay, so yeah, if I were with you in the room now, I would like to know who was your wise guide and were you able to connect with the wise guide? Remember, as I said, maybe for the first time it won't be as clear to you. Our wisdom comes in different shape and forms, so don't lose heart. This wise guide meditation is available as a standalone exercise in our meditation library as well. So you can use it again and again by just going through that specific exercise. Also take time, as I said, to just journal who was your wise guide and what messages or feelings did you get from meeting your wise guide. Also good to remember what the beautiful place was that you came to rest at. It's also actually a separate exercise that you can also use. It's called the safe place meditation. It's also in the meditation library, just as a place where you can go to if you maybe feel very overwhelmed or just exhausted even, just a place to go to for a reset. And then also just a reminder that please make people aware of the weekly mindset boost. I know all of us are going through some challenges. Maybe you just feel very worn out and exhausted and you need a new perspective or you need new guidance or inspiration. So really share the link actually to the website for the community is called joinmore.co. It's a very easy way to get access as well. Yeah, and then just as you go through your week to be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. We're all going through big things, but also just know that there is support. Good. I'll see you next week.